there everyone, this is Kay and you're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome back to the channel and happy holidays everybody. You know, we're heading into a new year, 2025. So I wanted to change some things for myself, how I'm going to read. There's been a desire within me for a little while now to want to read doing pick a card, and I think that what I'm going to do is wing it today and kind of practice it on you today, but it's not going to be about you picking a card this time. I'm going to have the card, it's going to be picked by Archangel Michael, just one significator card, and we're going to do the reading from these different decks here, just pulling out a couple of cards from each deck to see what the reading, the story is going to be about for the collective. And then starting the new year, pardon me, I've got drywall mud on my fingers. I've been doing some drywalling. But anyways, starting the new year, I'm going to start doing a pick a card, and I'll likely just have 2 cards at that point in time until I get used to the idea of doing this, because it's going to take a lot of time and energy to actually produce 3 readings if I had 3 different cards to choose from, one right after another that day. So I'm going to start off with 2 cards that the collective can then choose from. But today it's just going to be, Archangel Michael and we're going to come up with one significator card, okay? And I think that we're going to pull it from this one, which is the Intuit Trio, which is like Intuit Tarot. This is the Intuit Tarot, their tarot deck, but this is more mud on my hands. This is soul expansion. So what the focus is for the person's soul expansion while living this life, you know, in the 3D realm. So it's got different keywords on it. So maybe sacred space is important for your soul to expand, and so forth. Listening, being a better listener, or whatever. So let's start with getting that particular significator card out for this reading to begin. This Archangel Michael and the Holy Spirit are here, enveloping me in their angelic wings of light, love, protection, and guidance. Please guide and assist me today with correctly interpreting the energies of the card for this collective reading, the story that they most need to hear today, since it's just a one card pick a card, you know. So let's go ahead and get started. One more. Okay, here we go. Wow, that one wanted to come out, so we're doing technology. Okay, so that's a significator card we're going to have as the focal point here. Let's go ahead and get some more cards. We'll find out what the Dreamgate Oracle might want to add to this reading that has to do with technology, being intelligent, having an intelligent mind, being technologically savvy, being a forerunner, you know, in technology, someone who is very creative and skilled. Okay, let's see what this oracle has to say. Feel this one here. We got Enchanted Forest, which is nervous system support, deep breath, and grounding. Okay, so we got that one. Now let's pull out some tea leaves, and I think I'll get this one want to come, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, good. Okay, and then I'm gonna pull a couple of Lenormand. Hope you guys had a really good Christmas, and in some parts of the world you celebrate the 26th as Boxing Day. I know we do in Canada. Okay, so we got this one and this one. Now finally we'll be pulling the tarot in a minute. Okay, so we got technology as the significator card, the enchanted forest, and then we're going to see what we got for tea leaves. Got mountain road. You are on the road to success. Okay, very nice. We have wealth. Wow. And you know that I remember when I was going to school, which was not that long ago, believe it or not. I went as a mature student. The one particular field that you can go in that's always going to be growing is in like computer science, right? Technology. So if you wanted to be able to get into a career from the schooling, the education that you've got, it'd be best to get into it, something that's going to be in a field where it's going to be growing and always expanding, growing and expanding, and therefore you would have a great chance of working in a place where you will have a good salary. You may do it on your own and be really quite successful. So this is a field where you can be quite wealthy. Of course, wealth isn't just financial, but it is definitely prosperity, financial prosperity. What month? We have June, the month of June. Okay. Hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Okay, what we got with that? Hand. And cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. And staff, you will be taken care of in difficult times. Wow, this looks fantastic. Now the month of June, it's to be known yet what that has to do with anything, but it could be that there will be a time where you'll need some assistance, maybe like you're getting out of school and you are looking for a job in that field. But we'll see. This toil and labor, that's hard work. Okay, hard work. And this is at a crossroads, number 22. It's like at a crossroads. Where do I begin again? Like it's kind of like 22 is 4, which is about grounding yourself in building a new foundation in your life. So if you were, let's say, in school, getting your education, maybe you have graduated and you're on your way to seeking employment, or you've already got something lined up, whichever it is, you will, whatever path you decide to take, you will be on the road to success. And this is going to be giving you a lot of grounding. The enchanted forest is about being grounded, and I was talking about how being grounded is number 22 with at a crossroads. Either way you go, it doesn't matter. Either way is a good way to go, but it just depends on what choice you make at this point in time, because at some later point in time you may be revisiting the door that you didn't take the last time. So either way, it's really it's good. There's nothing negative about that at all. You're going to be working hard. Okay, right off the bat, you'll be in a position where you'll be working really hard, putting a lot of your time and energy into. Now, and technology doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be working with computers. It could be you're an economic analysis person. You know, you give advice on the economy at the time, which way it's going to go, this way or that way. Maybe you are working as a lawyer, let's say, and it could be possibly online lawyer, an online lawyer, internet lawyer, because of technology these days, we are able to do FaceTime, Zoom, and all that sort of stuff. Be talking to your clients online, and it's what it's going to do is this particular life force, or this particular focus for your soul, is going to be, you're going to be grounded, very grounded in the 3D. So your only challenge, really, your main challenge really would be to be able to expand your mind and reach higher, reach higher than just being grounded. There's a fine balance between being grounded and also seeking higher truths. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some tarot. Yeah, so June might be the month that you actually get an interview or you're actually employed. Because you know, when we're going to post-secondary schooling, right, we get out in May. May is generally when we are graduating, or the end of the semester, here in the Northern Hemisphere anyways. And June would be like the next month where you just graduated and now you're going to be pounding the pavement, or you've already got a job lined up, and so you'll be starting your work right away. Let's see. And so you'll be taken care of during difficult times, and it can be stressful, right, to start a brand new position, getting to know your manager, your superiors, and the people you'll be working with, and the workplace itself. Just the fact that you got to get out of bed in the morning, and it's going to be 5 days a week possibly, and you've got to find a route to work that you're going to be driving, or a bus that you got to take, or whatever it is. It's going to be a route you hadn't taken before, and so you're going to have to get used to what's the quickest way to get to your place of employment, and getting all around any kind of obstacles that might be in your way. But the reading is telling you that you are on the road to success, and that you'll be taken care of during difficult times, and you're protected from any negative forces that may want to try to catch you, get you all stuck up in. If there is other people vying for that job or position that you're looking at, then you're not going to be in a position where people are going to be doing underhanded things in order to be able to push you out of the running for the position, or for other things that maybe when you do go to work, you've got some coworkers who might have some hang-ups, emotional hang-ups. They don't like the way you look or the way you walk, or something, that they're just jealous that maybe you've come in with your degree and they've been working there for quite a few years, and they've been hoping that they would be able to advance without getting a degree, and you come along. And I know this happens because I used to work in a bank, and people have been working there for years and years, and they're hoping to evolve into a higher position at the bank, and then they bring in somebody that's been through school, just graduated, hasn't had the work experience at all, but has the education and the technology, the wherewithal, right, of knowing how to do things in the bank setting. And so they came in, and right away they are everyone's superior, just like that, just because they've got an education. So that really would make some people that have been there for quite some time, gets their nose out of joint about that sort of thing, and they may behave in ways that it can be treacherous for you if you get caught in their web of negativity. They lie about stuff or try to trip you up in some way so that you look bad to your employer, that sort of thing. So the point is that you are protected from that. Your spirit guides, your angels are there to make sure that you're going to succeed, right? That you're going to become wealthy, and not just financially prosperous, again, like I said, but wealthy knowledge-wise, where what you're learning while you're on the job, what you're learning is your education is going to support that, and you're going to be even learning more and more, like taking on more responsibilities, the wealth of responsibilities. It's going to help you climb the ladder and have the kind of respect and workplace knowledge of what your role is and what the company provides for services, that you will be gaining a wealth of information that is going to help you to, rise above and make your way to the top of that mountain to success. And you will have all sorts of assistance on the way, help from others. You're either people who are like lateral to you in your job or higher up above you. You will be able to lean on others to help you with that, with your growing, your expansion in your workplace. So this reading seems to be all about career kind of thing, working, and you are going to be, you may end up facing a crossroads where you might have two employers or more knocking down your door, like delivering a letter saying, it was wonderful to meet you during the interview, and we are pleased to announce that we have a position for you. So you may be at the crossroads with deciding which particular employer you're going to start off with at the very least and build your foundation. 22, which is the 4. And so let's see what we got here. We got this one. We have the 3 of coins, doing it together. So that's, building a foundation together, collaborating with others. See, and this guy here, he's at a computer and they're looking at, looks like some kind of plans. And here's this other fellow back here. He's coming with a whole pile of other plans for y'all to look at. And so you will be working on, it could be that you'll be working on a team where you're going to have other people coming to you with information that you need in order for you to go forward with a project that you may be responsible for at, your very first project, possibly at your new place of employment. We have the Knight of Cups, so following your heart, doing what it takes to follow your greatest desire here. So following your heart, is it this job or is it that job? That's what we're looking at here. We have the World, which is the end of a chapter. So you put an end to a chapter in your life. That could be your education. The Star, your wish is going to be granted. And you have the 8 of swords, self-entrapment, which is like, getting in your head because things are so new and it could be overwhelming. 10 of Wands, right? Overwhelming to you to have all this newness. Okay, so it looks like you are going to be doing quite well, and it could be overwhelming for you to be able to be in this position here where you're the boss or the superior employee at the time, where other people come to you for guidance and answers and direction, right? What do I do now? That you would delegate work to. Okay, so yeah, it looks like you're gonna, as long as you follow your heart, whatever is, you got faced with 2 different employment opportunities or more, make sure that you sit down with yourself and you decide what it is you really want right now, because you don't ever have to stay at a place of employment for the rest of your life. So it could be that there's another company that does very much similar kind of services, provides very much similar kind of services as the one that you decide to go with right now. And you get to learn more about the company, maybe through some of their employees that you've befriended or have at least talked to, because you've been having to have your teammates work with others from the other company, or at least communicate and discuss what they're doing and what this company is doing and what their company is doing. You'll get to meet those people there, and they might be saying, you know what, we've got this, I've heard that there's a position opening up and you'd probably be fantastic for, or you just find out about it and you say, you know what, that's kind of the position I was wanting. So I got in on the ground floor somewhere. It's not really ground floor. If you've got an education that you have got your degree, a master's degree or a doctorate degree in that you are using to get into that position where you are the boss, you're the manager here in that particular area of the company, technological company, whatever. It could be anything. Could even be like AT&T, telephone, right? Telephone, internet, could be satellite TV. It's anything that's technology. It could be at Amazon, because they have much, like they got Amazon Dot, right? Echo Dot, and with Alexa, and then there's iPhone, so Apple and IBM and just there's a plethora of different companies, even if the automobile industry as well. So it could be even with the air transportation. Could be city bus where you work. At the city bus terminal where there's the technology or IT department, right? So whatever it is, you are going to feel whatever decision you make right now. Doesn't mean you have to stay in that position for the rest of your life, obviously, right? So you can move on. But right now, you're going to be getting into a position where you are going to be the head of that particular department or that team, okay? And this is something like an enchanted forest. Is like when you walk through the enchanted forest, you feel like, don't you feel like when you're going through the enchanted forest, if you had an enchanted forest to go through, wouldn't you feel like things were kind of magical? Things were just kind of serendipitously working out in your favor. You're feeling like you can breathe, like, because you can, in other words, you can relax and know that you're on a path. You're on the road to success. You're on a path that was meant for you right now. Okay, so you are going to be making a decision that's going to be just perfect for you right here, right now, and that you're going to love. You're going to really enjoy it, and you're going to have a lot of sweet people you're going to be working with, and you're going to have a happy team that is going to respect you. It might be a bit of a mountain or a hump to get over with some, like I said, where you come in and you've got the education, and now suddenly, let's say this person back here, because she looks really young. He's young too, but let's just say he's been working there for 10 or more years, and now suddenly you come along and you've got the job that maybe he was really hoping that he would get just because of his time spent in the company. But he wouldn't be smiling if he was upset. But that was just an example, right? Just an example. So you put an end to a chapter in your life, your education. It's time to, meet the pavement, foot to pavement, and start moving forward in your life to the work, the career that you're looking for, that the reason why you went to school in the first place, to find a job that you're going to love to do and be making a very good salary or income from. This is wish fulfillment for you. So wherever company you've chosen to go to, it's going to meet your deepest desires. It's going to meet your wishes. It's going to be something that you're going, this is a great job. And I know my daughter, she started a job fairly recently, and she did not go to school for marketing, but she learned how to create marketing through the computer, like web design, not web design, but marketing. I don't know what you call it, but she created marketing assets for, particularly the company she was working for while she was going to school. Excuse me. So she started finding out that she really enjoyed doing that. It was fun for her. She loved it so much that when she moved, she had to move because her husband's in the military. They moved from the place where she got her education to another state. And the first thing she did is she put out applications, resumes to places that would need a marketing person. And she ended up getting a job working on the marketing team. And she's like ecstatic. She's got some great friends already. She loves her boss. Things are really good for her. And this is what's going to happen with you too, if it hasn't already started. If it isn't, it's going to start in June, okay? You might have one more semester to go yet before you actually got your degree. And then June, that's when it's all going to kick in. You're going to have your wish. It's going to be fulfilled. It's going to be overwhelming for you in the beginning, because what new job isn't overwhelming to go to? It's all new, and it's all different people with different expectations, maybe different responsibilities than you ever had before, more responsibilities than you ever had before. So it's going to be a little bit stressful for you, but 10 is the end. And what that's saying is that you can let go of your concerns about it, because you are on the road to success, right? You're on the road to success. You have help, you have assistance at your call. Like, you just call for it and help will be there for you, and you're going to be taken care of in difficult times and be protected from any negative forces beyond your control. Spirit's got your back. You're going to be feeling wealthy in many different ways. This 10, you can let those worries down, because that's 10 of Wands is where you just kind of drop it all, because you've been carrying it for so long. You're just going to drop it all, and you can get out of your head. You can get out of your head, then you don't have to worry anymore, knowing, like right now, even before you've graduated, if you still have a semester to go, starting January, after the Christmas break, you have a semester to go. You'll finish in May perhaps, and you will be getting employed in June. And during that time, from January, or even right now to then, the worrying that you've been, where will I work? It's coming to that time of my whole educational career, because it can become a career, especially if you're going through for a doctorate, that I actually have to start like living the life of everyday people who work for a living, right? Instead of being a student and going to school, where you can kind of slough off every now and again and take, skip a class or just not go to school one day. This is going to be different when you're working for somebody. You're going to be in a position where you've got to lead by example, and they're going to expect you to be there and be have your wherewithal with you. So in other words, getting sleep at night and showing up bushy-eyed, bright and bushy-tailed, whatever that saying is. So that you don't have to worry. You're probably worrying right now, but you're taken care of. You're definitely taken care of. So let's find out from the tarot. Let's get some a final, like, will this position be all that you had hoped for at this point in time? And it says it is, but I just want to, I'm still learning what sort of questions to ask, right? To answer, to do a final answer. We've got the Hermit, that's spiritual mastery. The Magician, which is resourceful creator. Oh, yeah. And the Sun, radiant energy. Well, need I say more? So yeah, you are mastering, because you have gone, like, whenever you are getting yourself into this mindset of getting yourself all wrapped up in your thoughts, worrying like this, you actually go into some kind of seclusion. You're the kind of person who will need to be alone, like to do some introspection and just looking at how it is that you can evolve your thoughts to come out of it thinking better, feeling better after the hour or half hour or 5 minutes that it took you to go from worry, negative thinking to I'm okay. I still have 5 months left. This is silly to be worried about it right now. I still have 5 months left. Anything can happen. And the Magician is the resourceful creator. You will find a way during your time that this is saying when you're working here, you're going to find a way to be the resources for your team, and of course, which is your employer as well. And that you're going to feel so radiant. You see, radiant energy. You're going to be feeling so radiant in your new position that you're going to be shining. You're going to be happy. You're going to be feeling fulfilled, and you're going to be happy. So what this is saying is Spirit is telling you that go ahead and get yourself wrapped up in all your worries and concerns. You know, feel overburdened if you need to, but know that it's not necessary. It is just part of your growth. That if you're the type of person who doubts yourself or worries and stuff like that, thinking that that's what you need to do, then go ahead and do it. But Spirit is telling you that you've got this. You have all the resources you need from your education, possibly from prior places that you worked at. You know, the type of, maybe you had to do some internships for your master's degree or your doctorate degree. And so you were able to gain some skills and abilities from your time spent during internships or even other jobs that you worked while you went to school. People skills, you know, people talking skills, negotiating skills, you know, delegating skills. Maybe you were a waiter or waitress in a restaurant, and you actually had been working at that restaurant for most of the time in your school life, that you actually got to be head waiter, you know. So you were actually in charge of other waiters, waitresses, whichever. Maybe you were the host or hostess, that sort of thing, where you had more responsibilities over a team of people, which would be your kitchen, not your kitchen staff, but your restaurant staff, so forth and so on. So you have been able to develop skills one way or the other, and that's your resourcefulness. That's your ability. You have all the skills and abilities, the resources that you need in order for you to shine and be happy in the position that you're going to accept at this point in time. Okay? And I say at this point in time because I'm just reminding you that you're not necessarily going to be working at this place forever. Who does that anymore? I mean, who works at one job forever? I know I grew up in that generation where really my parents worked in the same job their entire life. They did different things over time, but at the same company. I've never been one to do that, but my sister's like that, and so it's like it's just not one of those things with the way things in the economy going, and the way businesses come and go all the time, and layoffs and corporate buyouts and just whatever the purpose is. Your job's not always guaranteed that it'll be there forever, for your entire lifetime. So especially nowadays, and it's probably just going to get worse, you know, more so. It's going to be more of transitioning from one company to the next, to another one, and so throughout your career time on Earth, kind of thing. So anyways, guys, I hope that this was helpful to you and it somehow resonated with you. And if so, please give me a comment and a like, of course, if you enjoyed this reading, because I'd like to hear what you have to say about me starting to do pick a card readings instead of the regular readings I was doing before. So otherwise, have a fantastic new year. Hope you're celebrating in some way with someone or people that you care deeply for, and be safe and take care of yourself. Bye for now.